All right, y'all, we're back with another video on Around the Armstrong Table. And I got a nice treat for you today. We got some Chicken Marsala Meatballs. Oh, this is gonna be good. It can be an appetizer, it can be a dinner meal. All depends on how you want to use it. Enjoy the show. So let's get started with these Chicken Marsala Meatballs. First thing I'm going to do, I'm going to get all my ingredients together. That's going to go in the meat mixture, as well as I'm going to use some of these same ingredients in the sauce. So I cut up a shallot. Also got some garlic that we're going to dice up real fine. And both of these are going to go in the meatball mixture, but they're going to be cooked, you'll see. As well as some fresh curly Italian parsley. And again, I love using parsley in these dishes. So we'll keep that going. I'm gonna get this chopped up. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna use some of that as a garnish, and some of that obviously is gonna go in the meatballs. So I'm gonna get my pan heated up here, throw in some butter, and what we're gonna do is we're gonna cook down the shallots and the garlic. And what we really want to do is get a nice caramel color, not quite caramelized yet, but they'll have those brown hints to it. And you'll see as we slowly start to cook these. The beauty of this is take your time to cook the shallots and the garlic. There's no rush. My heat is on an actual medium-low heat because I wanted to go through the process of caramelizing. I want this to be a quick process. And by doing that, with the moisture of the shallots and the garlic, the butter doesn't burn. The butter typically has a low temperature point up to about 350 degrees. So just a little science there for you. But as you can see, their transition, and these are coming along nicely. Anytime you watch any of my videos, all the description, the details of the recipes, they're always going to be listed below. So you can see the full details of every video I've done. I try to make sure I'm real detailed and what ingredients are used for these videos. So now that we got those put to the side, we're going to transition to the meatball mixture. Okay. And as a reminder, recipe ingredients in the description below, so you'll be able to see all those details. So I got some ground chicken, and you can pretty much find this everywhere now. It's readily available in most grocery stores. I put the shallots and the garlic in there as well, and the parsley. What I did with the eggs, I actually I used one whole egg and the yolk of another egg. Okay, so you'll be able to see that. Some panko breadcrumbs. And the breadcrumbs are going to add as a little bit of a binder. I put a little bit of heavy cream. I'll say about 1/4 of a cup. You don't need too much of that. You know, I got to add some of that what's that here sauce or Worcestershire sauce, depending on how you want to say it. And that just adds some additional flavor. And then we're going to do this real simple with some salt and pepper to add into this. So I'm going to mix it a little bit before. And what I'll do is I'll put it in my refrigerator 2 times. So I'm putting it in 1 time for it to quickly firm up, and then I'll follow that up and add some Parmesan cheese after I've already mixed it up. I like to use the freshly grated Parmesan. To me, it's a better use of the Parmesan instead of the stuff that comes in the can. So I'm gonna do the same thing and basically get that mixed in, and now we're gonna mix these guys up. Now, if you want more meatballs, what I would do is double up this recipe because it's only going to cook about, I would say, 10 to 12 meatballs. So refrigerate for about 15 to 20 minutes. We'll come back and we're going to roll up these meatballs, and then we're going to put those guys in the refrigerator to firm up before I put them in my air fryer. Okay. So like I said, you get about 10 to 12 meatballs. I could make these smaller so I can get more meatballs, but it's going to depend. And again, this can be an appetizer. It can be a meal to go with some mashed potatoes and some veggies. I mean, it just depends on how you want to do it. But you'll be able to see towards the end with that really delicious sauce that'll go on the meatball. So you'll be able to incorporate this and use this particular dish any way you like. So we're gonna add these guys to the air fryer, and I got my air fryer preheated at 400 degrees. They're only gonna take about 10 to 12 minutes to cook, and I don't want to cook them 100% through because we're gonna finish cooking them in the pan here. So what I did, I left some of the shallots and the garlic in the pot because I want to use that flavor that's already in the pan. I added some Marsala wine to the pan, so we went back to that, and this is going to be the base for our sauce. So I would say that's about 1.5 cups or so added to that. But this is also part of the process, and what you want to do is you want to let this reduce a little bit, but add some other ingredients to create a depth of flavor. So I went ahead and obviously you see me reusing some of the same ingredients, that Worcestershire sauce, and also I'm going to throw in a little bit of chicken broth. Okay, so this is all going to come together and create some really, really good richness. And I'm telling you, it's a nice dish that comes together very, very quickly. You know, we've had these during football games, or you know, get the guys together, you play some poker. Y'all might say that's pretty fancy, but it's a good time. So I added the rest of that heavy cream in there, and again, that's, like I said, that's about 1/4 cup of heavy cream. And we want to get this to cook down just a little bit. That sauce is going to come together real nice after you add the heavy cream in. But if you've never had Marsala before, it, you know, it kind of has a sweetness to it, and it's just a really, really good recipe, and I like it. So as you can see, I'm deep in this because I want to make sure this is right before those meatballs go back in. So that's right where you want to be before you put the meatballs in. And I added a little bit of parsley, and as you guys know, once I get to the parsley part of the video, we're getting close to the finish line, folks. Okay, so I'm gonna get that mixed in just a little bit with that parsley, but look at that. I mean, come on, you cannot tell me that don't look good. So we're gonna throw these meatballs into the pot, okay? And I'm gonna get all these guys in. And at this point, I'm gonna treat them like a steak. I'm just gonna baste them, let the sauce cook down, and what you'll see is as the meatballs get into the pot, the sauce is actually gonna start to brown just a little bit, and that's really, really what you want. But look, come on, really? They look happy in there. I mean, you can't go wrong with this. Come on, man. So we'll continue to baste these guys. And at this point, they're pretty much done. The sauce has started to reduce even more so. And what I'm gonna do, now that I've got that nice brown color on them, I gotta get these guys on the plate because I'm hungry just looking at them. I'm telling you, we're at a really, really good spot, guys. So we're gonna put them in a plate. And just get to going. They're absolutely ready to go. Please, guys, like and subscribe to my channel. I'm gonna keep bringing you these videos. I had to stop for a second because I just wanna watch that just drizzle all over the top of those meatballs. But please like, subscribe. Make sure you comment on all the videos I'm doing. I love suggestions as well. But enjoy this dish. I hope you're enjoying the other recipes that I put together. I mean, this is a good one. So get some Parmesan cheese to put on top of this. We're gonna finish it off as a garnish with the rest of that parsley. We don't need much of it, but these bad boys are ready to go. And I'm telling you, they are absolutely delicious. Got a little bit of crispness on the outside and some tenderness on the inside, but absolutely perfect. Enjoy. I look forward to seeing you guys on the next one. Have a good one.